This a whole lot of out-of-pocket money. Come on. This a whole lot of out-of-pocket money, man. Come on. Yeah. This a whole lot of...
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Out of Pocket Money Mondays podcast, where we take shots and we do not sip tea. I'm your host, Out of Pocket Money Awesome. That's AWE $. Can't forget the $.
Don't forget.
OME. You know, you can follow me on all platforms. That's on Instagram at AWESOME_OPM, or on TikTok. You can follow us at Out of Pocket Money Pod, POD. Next to me, I got my host,
Uno, Mr. Unhumble, man. You already know it's Out of Pocket Money Mondays again, and we out here again. So we about to turn up, because we ain't goddamn sipping no tea. We taking straight shots. Yeah, you already know it, man.
Okay, bet. So today's episode 2, we're going to get straight into it, guys. We got a couple questions. We got a lot of response, a lot of love from that first episode. We appreciate everything.
Yes,
you know, all the love,
everybody,
all the comments, all the likes. But we got one favor. Can you subscribe to the channel? You know, comment, like, share, you know, promote the channel, help, you know, young entrepreneurs get something off the ground started.
Yes, sir.
Now let's get to the first topic. So in the news, we've seen that DDG and his girlfriend, I think it's Halle Bailey.
Haley or Holly Bailey.
I want to say Halle Bailey, but it's Halle Bailey. Okay.
Halle Bailey.
They recently broke up. Well, they've been probably broken up for some time.
Yeah, for a little minute now.
So my question is, let's explore the impact of fame, relationships, cheatings, breaking up, public reconciliation. Shoot, is being in love in the music industry out of pocket in 2024?
Yeah.
So let's just go with these two relationships. We'll start with them. I know DDG from YouTube videos.
Yes, me too.
You know, I
know
music.
I listen to a little bit of
Pranks.
DDG music.
Then the music,
his little nephew.
Then the music came. Then he started bringing in, you know, family members.
Mm-hmm.
His content expanded.
Mm-hmm.
Halle Bailey, I didn't know her at all, but I kind of know her through The Little Mermaid. I have a daughter, so I seen The Little Mermaid, and their relationship on the outside looking in seemed perfect.
Yeah, it looked good to me.
Yeah,
rocking.
Now that they're broken up, there's rumors about, you know, even DDG gave an interview talking about how he's missed up on different opportunities in the industry to work with certain people to appease his
lady. Yeah, for sure.
So in the music industry, how do you feel about artists being in relationships? Do the significant other have to take a back seat to their artistry? Or can you still be in a successful relationship and have respectful boundaries, even though you're a superstar or trying to become a superstar?
Trying to become a superstar. I more or less look at it like, man, hey, you got to go get that bag, man. So I'm more or less looking like, you out of pocket for trying to chase a relationship when you could be chasing your career, because that's what you in this for. That's how you met said person. If y'all both in the industry, for sure.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
I agree.
It's kind of like, I don't want a person to get in the industry and start chasing the love instead of chasing the bag, really. Chasing their dreams. So you missing your opportunities and stuff. Like DDG should never been missing opportunities for her. Because she wasn't missing opportunities for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? She got her opportunity. She Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like, she been rocking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would never, because if you becoming a superstar, or trying to become a superstar, you got to stay focused. It's all about determination. It's all about just staying adamant on your dreams.
Yeah.
And you very much lose sight when you start chasing love, bro.
I'll say it like this. I'm going to give you the reverse. If DDG is the male version of what you shouldn't do, in my opinion, we're going to bring it up. We talked about it last episode, but Cardi B is a female version.
Yeah.
Having a baby, getting married, putting your career on hold to appease a family. Yeah. Do I agree with it as a person? That's amazing.
Yeah.
But the trajectory of Cardi B and where she could, even though she's big, where she could have took her career from there to even higher heights, and she's letting her relationship get in the way of I would say holding her back, but not reaching her fullest potential.
To her fullest potential.
You know,
definitely.
And the stress that she has to go through. You know, she hasn't dropped in I don't know how long, but I know music is coming.
Yeah, she got music,
but she always drops great music. But she only got one album. You know what I'm saying? And been in the game how many years? You know what I mean? You know, so it's like, is that holding her back? Like her being married to Offset, how many collaborations does she have with other male artists when she is fire? And I would love to hear a Cardi B and I would love to hear other collaborations, but I know she's trying to be respectful because these are his peers. So at the same time, like, is it the same thing that got them together hindering her from being bigger than what she is? Because if they do get a divorce, then how is she going to make money and be respected in the industry and want to collab afterwards? Because she's still going to be a taboo topic.
Yeah, she's still going to be that topic regardless, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if she does separate herself from that marriage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do feel like they be just like fucking up, kind of. Like, they be fucking up their whole image and career with all this love stuff, man, because they get caught up in it. And like you saying, like Cardi B, she is like great, bro. Like, she is a true artist. She puts that music together. She got them in the full package. She gets on so many songs, but like you just said, features with Mel that I want to feature Cardi B. Like you said, like I want these things, and it sucks that they get caught up in the love so much, man. They get caught up in the relationship, so it like halts their careers. Like it's like I don't like it. I really don't. I feel like it's out of fucking pocket.
It's out of pocket.
It's out of pocket.
I agree with you there, but it's out of pocket. So we got a consensus there. But if you feel like you could be successful in the music industry or in the entertainment industry in a relationship, type it in the comments. Type people that you see that's doing it successful. I know like a YouTube couple, Rissa and Quan, you know, they making it happen, you know, young black couple. But I mean, a lot of people, when it comes to entertainment, it's a lot with the fans.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot with outside voices in, and it's hard to be a person that uses fans and uses those type of social media to help elevate your career, and they want to know everything about your life. Now everybody got access.
Everybody has
access. And that's part of what makes you cool, going on live, seeing the real you. But sometimes these artists are given too much access. And it's bleeding over into their real life.
Their real actual life.
And maybe they should wait. You know, same thing with these athletes. Maybe these athletes should wait until they get to a certain point in their career instead of going from town to town having babies. You know, maybe they should be as smarter with their, you know, because how you going to keep that money when you get out the league?
You don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You thinking you're going to live off this league money forever. And it don't work like that. We see a lot of them go broke.
That brings us to our next topic. We're talking about the intersection in hip-hop and sports.
Oh, Lord.
The rappers want to be ballers and the ballers want to be rappers. What is the difference?
What do they got going on? These niggas is dropping whole mixtapes and then going to go play a whole 4 quarters of basketball.
These niggas got NBA albums out and chasing MVP at the same time.
I swear to God.
Are they out of pocket or have time changed? Let's talk about it.
Let's get it.
Now, we've seen J. Cole.
Yes.
Servers on air.
Servers on air.
You know,
Just in the state of her body.
They do lose possession
there.
Jimmy Cole
we seen J. Cole play for, I don't even know what the name of the team.
He played for like
Africa.
Ghana.
It wasn't Uganda, but it was Rwanda. It was goddamn shit. Some shit you only see it on a movie.
Yeah, really.
And he got 2.8 minutes a game.
He did.
Yeah, but he played.
He dropped 14 points.
That nigga played. He wanted to play on the Rastafarian national team at the Olympics, but they wouldn't let him. So his dreads wasn't long enough. But
on God,
next 4 years he coming busting ass, I promise. But we got athletes that have strong connections with some of our rappers. So for example, we got Drake and
everybody.
Calipari, Kentucky basketball.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow.
Everybody.
We got Spike Lee.
Spike Lee. I mean, he's a figure in
Denzel. We got Jack. So we got all entertainers love the idea of sports. It's a gladiator culture, you know? How do you feel about these artists and entertainers overlapping in each other's industry? Is it out of pocket or is it fair game? If you feel like you're a rapper and you want to play ball, try it out. If you feel like you're a baller that want to rap, try it out or stick to what you do best.
That boy, hey, cause look, hey, what the fuck, bro? Talking about like, yes, stick to what the fuck you do best. Stick to what you do best. How they say, what they say, hey, don't quit your day job.
Don't quit it,
because then you end up like people like Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay,
even though Shaquille O'Neal went platinum.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah. So, and those weren't bought streams. Okay.
Those were not bought streams. People actually went
hard covers.
They went and bought his tape or his album, whatever it was. But I just feel like if you are a rapper, be a rapper.
Okay.
If you shoot ball and you are an NBA player, shoot ball, be an NBA player. You play for the 76ers, not for 600 OTF. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the same.
Yeah.
Stay away from that shit. That's why niggas like Russell Westbrook want to be goddamn C-walking all on the stage with Kendrick Lamar. So,
but Ja Morant want to be goddamn NBA young boy.
Hey, what it is? I'm one of the hood members, man, who told my dog stay in school, man. Hey, I told my dog, man, stay in school, keep moving.
But they ain't in my city, like, yeah, like, all that is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's out of pocket.
It's out of pocket,
okay,
man.
That's out of pocket.
You motherfuckers is out of pocket because then when real shit go down, you end up like your boy, what's his name? Aaron Hernandez.
That nigga mixed it too much. That nigga was in the streets. He was all that. He was too much. Yeah, he kept it too real.
Out, man. Like,
keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping it real goes wrong, and then it's this hip hop shit is different, man. It's not like the league, man. The league, they hold y'all to a certain standard, and y'all know that. So
I'm glad you mentioned Aaron Hernandez. That'll lead us to our next topic. We can talk about drug addiction. Now, drug addiction is not prevalent in the sports industry, but I'll say drug addiction is present in the music industry. So if we talk about current topics what Diddy's going through and the investigation of all the drugs that they're accusing him to be on constantly, or drugging women, kids going down to kids nowadays with this new shit with the whippets.
I twin, I was the first nigga in the city on the whippet. The nigga got that shit from me.
And whatever they want to call it, the canned air. Then you got, the booth weed, the spray weed. Yeah. Then you got, people remixing all type of drugs, the pressed pills, all of that, the lean, all of it. Like, what is it about drugs and hip hop that has a hold on our culture?
I feel like the rappers that rap this shit are out of pocket. Y'all definitely out of pocket because y'all pitching this shit due to the industry. Because it ain't them. Like the Future, like you mentioned earlier, like the Future situation. Like Future is definitely a perfect example. Like this man don't do any drugs at all. But he peddles the idea of doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like it's the rappers, so it gets so caught up in mixing the drugs and hip hop because there's so many of them preaching the shit. But like you said, they preaching the real shit because they seeing it and they come from the era of the good drugs. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like they come from the good drugs. They was on LSD and shrooms and shit like that. Like, crack hit the black culture and fucked us up. It became an epidemic. Like literally, an epidemic was a war on the black people. You understand? So
I agree.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? I see where it kind of flowed into hip hop because it is a culture out of Bronx, New York. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but it's killing so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like that drug addiction in hip hop is crazy because we done lost like 10, 15, 20, 30 artists from drug addiction.
Overdose, yeah.
ODs, you know what I'm saying? Some of them most recently, like you said, the remixing. Bruh, You see, say no to fake drugs. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. And RIP to all the folks I have lost to fake drugs. Like, this shit is like remixed and fucked all up, bro. And these little Pusheisties, they don't even care. They like, give me the perk 30, knowing it got fat in it. Like,
what'd he say?
The perk.
I ate the perk, and I knew it was fake. Cause I'm
green.
Boy, them poof shiesty babies, now they gonna be something. We got to do something with them motherfuckers. I ain't bullshit on them. Them motherfuckers destroy America. They the gremlins.
These young gremlins is not bad.
They don't care, bro. They are out of pocket for taking that fake perk.
But I love me some Kodak.
I love Kodak. But you out of pocket for taking that fake perk.
I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is these artists have responsibility in the drugs that they're promoting in their music. There's a difference between telling a story and promoting and glorifying. I got that green. I got that high tech. I got that,
Yeah.
I popped that 30 and, pop a perk down sweat.
Yeah.
I would say they do have a responsibility, and it's not towards, like, to be honest, I would say not to the kids that's 16 and above.
Yeah.
Even though they are influenced as well, I think they have a bigger responsibility to the younger kids. Because the younger kids don't really know
That's the future.
what he's talking about. And when that's in your system, when it gets presented to you by a friend, an uncle, a homeboy, or whatever, you're more susceptible to try it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And that also leads us to the next topic.
Yeah.
Drill music and hip hop. Is it getting out of pocket?
Yes, it is.
It's spinning.
It's spinning.
Are we dizzy? Or is this part of where music is going? Are they living or telling a reenactment of their real life? Are they walking, talking indictments? Or are they just talking about a movie scene? Are they just, really gifted lyrical actors?
Yeah, true indeed.
What is your opinion?
Man, I just feel like the drill culture along with internet is like terrifying almost to me, because it's like you said, they sliding. They don't care, and it's becoming a game to these kids. Like, like you said with our last topic, it's not like an obligation to these rappers to teach these 16-year-olds like and above, hey bro, don't be doing that, don't be out here really shooting people, don't be really out here goddamn catching hats and whatever they call it, but they see the other rappers, and some of these rappers that be their peers become big and become in the industry. You got your Pusheisties that I always mention. I call all the little guys Pusheisties, but you have the Pusheisties, and you have the King Vons, and you have the what's the little guy that just got killed? The Jeff Bloodhounds. You have all these people, and they're like basically like these 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-old peers. Yeah. So they seeing them, and they like, well, damn, like if he could do it, I could do it, but I gotta live it. And it's like you out of pocket for trying to live it. This is rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, just rap. You don't gotta live like that shit. Like, but they're living it, and then it's flooding over to all the rest of the kids, because all the other kids feel like, I gotta talk that shit too. If I'm really killing shit or saying that I'm killing shit, like, cause these kids are disrespectful. They talk about your mama, your daddy, your uncle that just died, your little cousin digging up the grave, pissing on them,
type of shit. Yeah,
they are out of pocket.
They're out of pocket.
They fucking out of pocket. These young niggas is out of pocket.
Yeah.
But I just say all that to just say, like it's getting out of hand to a point. Like, it ain't just, it's getting past music now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They literally have a scoreboard in certain cities. Like, I pay attention. I be, I research shit. So I pay attention. Some of these people have fucking scoreboards on who's killing who.
Yeah, facts.
And it's like, it's in the music. It ain't, they try to make it about music. This ain't about music.
This is not about music.
This is how I knew this shit was getting out of hand. When somebody died on one side and the other side don't rap, but niggas just start rapping just to respond to the killing, to say, we coming to up the score on y'all. Niggas laying trash raps, but just to let you know I'm on the other side and I can rap too. So it's oversaturated in that culture. It's like even Dirk talked about changing his music. Like he not BD no more. He said he Muslim. He want to be respected as a man. This is what he's saying. I'm not saying you can't put your flag down. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying that's out of pocket. But I understand from you elevating from that indictment. I mean, from that environment because today, now, you know how easy it is to get a RICO because you're known. Oh, I know Dirk said for me to do this, and so he's seeing that shit with Young Thug. And that nigga probably thinking in his mind like, oh yeah, let me distance myself.
Let me get away.
I don't care how BD, I don't care how whatever I am.
all that.
Let me got them stop saying that and promoting that in my music because I'm noticing the feds is coming and they're not playing. They don't play fair.
They don't play fair at all. When them boys come and get you, but they come get you. They say come here. That's how they get you. They say come here. It ain't no running. It ain't no running. I'm telling you, ain't no getting away from them boys when they come. That's why that goddamn shit going crazy with that Jacksonville case with them with the Julio Fulio.
Perfect one.
They not playing, bro. Like y'all boys, man, y'all gotta get back in pocket, man. It's a way bigger world than goddamn 63rd. That's all I can say. Our goddamn where them boys from over there and goddamn Baton Rouge and where them boys from 4K Trey is way bigger than this. And y'all see that shit, man. Y'all see that shit for real.
It is the retaliation is never going to end. The spinning is there got to be a certain point in time where somebody, and the way young niggas got it structured today, game coach is different. Ain't no big homie you can reach out to get shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't expect no big homie. They'll switch cheese.
Let's switch cheese, that man.
Big homie.
I'm ready to die. Come kill me right now. ARPs, switches, Glocks, drums, Ks. Any gun you could think of. Come shoot me with that bitch, man.
Serious? They're not big homie. None of that.
None of that.
So, even the street coaches change. So even with the drill music, like it got to be somebody who take a charge of that and say, let's make a change. Maybe Dirk and people like that could be, you know, a representation of that. But it's definitely gonna start with the music. You gotta diversify that content. You can't just have all drill songs and tell these niggas, hey, put the guns down. And they're gonna say you just made another song talking about how you terrorize your ops. So, you know, it got to start with the artist himself. But I agree.
Yes, sir. You got to stop with the ops, man, and start with the opportunities, man. That's what I told these young niggas.
In the comments, I want y'all to put, if y'all agree with these young niggas, if sliding cool, and we out of pocket. We out of pocket and let them young niggas handle their business. Put that shit in the comments. Share this motherfucker and play it. But if you feel like these young niggas won't even let you go out have a good time, you can't even go have a drink, you can't even go, goddamn, tell these young niggas in the comments to pipe the fuck down. Grown people like to go out too. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
We like to go out too. We like to have a good time too. We don't want to slide.
We ain't trying to hurt nobody
all night.
We trying to electric slide. Y'all niggas trying to slide and spin. We don't know that move yet.
I swear to God, bro. We was cat daddy and shit.
We got a little two-step. We ain't doing all that sliding and spinning.
Spinning.
Now we about to get to one of our controversial topics now.
Hey, wow.
All right, now you ready to go there?
You know we take shots now.
we taking these shots. We ain't sipping no tea. We ain't pulling no punches.
None of that bullshit.
All right, bet. Deadbeat dads and deadbeat moms. We want to talk about the different roles that they play and the effects on your life. We want to talk about how not having an adequate father in your life, how it can affect you. Not having an adequate mother nurturing system in your life, how it could affect you, and how it affects African American culture. We'll say it like that. Hip hop culture, black people, how it affects us in society, how we present ourselves. So let me ask you this. When it comes to parenting, and it comes to raising children and the things that a community provides in raising children, you know, in our community, there's a lot of broken families.
Yes,
for a lot of different reasons. You know how to get to every one of the reasons, but there's a lot of different reasons why there's broken families. So with that being said, what do you think are some of the causes and effects of a deadbeat mother and a deadbeat father? And when I say deadbeat, we could probably define that as like someone who is not spending time, attention, money, wisdom, you know, whatever the case may be, that calls for a parent to put into a child. How do you feel about men and women who don't show up and aren't present in their children's lives?
Yeah. I feel like you said there's a lot of broken families in this culture. So yes, you're gonna have reasons. Like, I always understand the person who, you know, might have had an addiction growing up, you know, living their life, and they couldn't adequately be there for their child. But later on, they got it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always look at those, and I forgive those for some reason. It's just something in my heart that I always look at those type of deadbeat moms or deadbeat dads, and I always could take that back from them and say, you know what, like, they had an addiction, so it was a little bit different, and they trying to fix it. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying nobody can never come back and fix it, because even if you a deadbeat for 20 years and you try to come fix it the last 5 of your years, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard to try to get that kid back in your, you know, but it's still a sense of trying and not just being a straight deadbeat mom or a straight deadbeat dad. But as far as I feel about actual deadbeat moms and deadbeat dads, I feel like that is terrible. You are out of fucking pocket.
All the way out of pocket.
All the way out of pocket.
Completely out of pocket.
Completely. Because at the end of the day, as a man, the sperm that comes out of you creates that child. As a woman, your womb is what has that child, and you bring that child into the world. So that's even crazier. So I get the deadbeat mom and the deadbeat dad situation when the deadbeat dad gets the most rift compared to the deadbeat mom. There's always, you know, well, I had that child. It's one side, and you know, so. But it makes it even crazier that I look at that as a double standard too, because I look at the woman crazier. Like, how you even have a child and just give up on your child? You can't give up on your child ever. That is a no. I don't give a damn who you are, what you've done in life. You don't give up on your child.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Now we about to get into some controversy. Can you be a deadbeat parent and live with your child every day?
Yes.
So for an example, are there parents that are living in a home with their children, don't pay them no attention?
Yes.
Don't adequately feed them, don't check their homework, don't do, but they so busy to go to the club or busy to hang out with the fellas, or, you know, they got their own world, even if it's work, whatever the case may be, because you got to provide. But there is a time where that job is going to chew you up and spit you out.
Hit your ass.
Your ass is not valuable to that company as much as you think you are. So the things that really matter is family at the end of the day.
Always.
So how do you feel about the parents who are also present, but they may not be deadbeats per se, but they are inadequate in their parenting, and they cause, in my opinion, just as much damage as the parents who may not show up at all?
Sometimes they cause more damage.
Okay.
Sometimes they cause more damage, and I say that to say, when you have a parent that's there and you having moments like school moments, you get what I'm saying? You know, and you just like, damn, my mom or my dad's never here for none of these school moments. You know, I'm seeing everybody else, and you looking at this like, but your mom or dad is home. They're in your life. Like, they're not a deadbeat, I guess they would per se. To me, I still feel like that's deadbeat tendencies, if I would call it. You know
okay, I like that.
That's like deadbeat tendencies. You really don't want to give a fuck about these kids, which we all go through that. Let's keep it real. I'll be honest. Sometimes I have a little deadbeat tendencies where I want to say, fuck these kids.
Fuck them goddamn kids.
Fuck them goddamn kids. What they be talking about?
They got me to go hard. I ain't paying for shit up to me. I ain't paying all this goddamn rent. I ain't paying all this because fuck these kids. But I always go back and think, bitch, I'm a dad. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a dad. I gotta take care of my responsibilities. But there are people who have deadbeat tendencies that way, and they don't ever be there for their kids at those times. Financially, they most likely, depending on the government form, or the other parent. That's what it'd be a lot too. It'd be the other parent, and it'd be like, well, damn, like they really ain't got to do shit financially, but be there. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, they be there, but they not really there. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm growing up, I'm thinking about these things like, well, damn, it kind of hurt me more that I did have my mom, but she ain't really do shit.
She ain't show up. Exactly. Because when you don't have them there, sometimes you can make excuses for them. Sometimes you give them like, oh, daddy had to work, or daddy, whatever, he can't come because he's in another state and he's working. You're a child. You idolize your parents. So sometimes you make excuses until a certain point in time when you become an adult and you be like, that nigga right now, that nigga didn't show up to a single game. Then you get more critical. But as a teenager, man, you got excuses when they not there. Yeah. But when they right there at the crib and they won't show up, they don't have no interest in. Oh yeah, that hurt a little different.
Yeah, that's different. That's a whole different type of pain. Yeah, you feel like fuck you. Really, that's how you start feeling like, damn, this nigga really don't even fuck with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh God,
you at the house, nigga, and you ain't even want to come to my game.
I'm gonna keep it real. That's one thing that I learned in the parenting. Like as a young adolescent, you know, I was one of those kids. My parents was alright. Both my parents. I even had a step parent. But did they come show up for me at my most important moments? Not all the time. They did come at times, you
sometimes,
know.
Yeah.
And one thing that I got from my mother that she would always say is she's not necessarily interested in track in cross country. You know, she played basketball, she liked football. Those are more the sports that her speed.
Yeah.
And I understand that. But as a parent now, you gotta not necessarily be so in love with your child's interest, but you gotta somehow you gotta kind of force yourself to like what they like. If they like Pokemon, then you like Pokemon too.
Right.
That's so baby. What if there's a pedophile out there trying to trade cards with him? You gotta stay on top of that. So you gotta know everything that this kid going on, and you should never make them feel any type of way. If they like finding rocks, you know, hey,
you get into
support whatever they got going on. What type of granite
rocks you like?
Create that, space for them to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, then you know what you're doing is not fostering a relationship for them. To be honest with you, it starts to, if you don't believe in me and the shit that I like, why would I even talk to you? Why would I come to you when my grades is failing, when I'm doing dumb shit in school? Like, I'm gonna do me. You know what I mean? I did me.
Yeah, exactly. And it be like that. It be like that because then, like the topic we on, like with the deadbeat dad or the deadbeat mom, it's like already I'm not gonna tell them anything because I don't talk to them anyway. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So you're already gonna be like that when you got a person or a parent there and they're not ever around when you doing your exciting moments or those moments in your life. So they're gonna be just like I said. They're almost just as relevant as the deadbeat mom or dad, but they're just not a deadbeat. They got the tendencies of that deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? They just have those tendencies. And you're just like, damn, why my mom or my dad got to be like that? Or if you got both parents in the household. Me, I just had my mom. You know, I had my stepdad, of course. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But my dad was like, you know, straight up deadbeat dad. Like he wasn't never around. You know what I'm saying? But when I got older, I learned to understand what it was to be a dad. So then I kind of started making excuses, like you said earlier. You started to make excuses, and you're like, damn, well, I can understand because this shit crazy. Like I said, I got my deadbeat tendencies sometimes. I be ready to say, fuck all these kids. So I look at him sometimes and think, well, damn, maybe that's what he said. Like, and he went along, he went through it. Yeah. Like, me, I didn't follow through. I can't follow through. Because you out of fucking pocket for not taking care of your fucking kids.
That's out of pocket.
That's out of pocket. You can't not take care of your youngins.
Let me ask you this. Now, this is the last question on this topic.
Okay.
What about the parents who are trying and attempting to show up for their kids, and the other parent is either keeping them or making it very difficult, hard for them, and they're giving them the deadbeat title?
Yeah.
No matter how much they try to do whatever they can, but they get called a deadbeat. They get treated like a deadbeat, and they doing their best to show up. They're trying to show up, and they're being either prevented, stopped, obstacles getting put in their way every time they try to show up and be that present father or mother. You know, what do you feel about inaccurately labeling somebody a deadbeat with social media on the run? Just imagine how it can make you look to other people if somebody's bashing you always on social media when behind the scenes you're a great dad. Yeah. How does it feel to be a great mother and you got a mother-in-law, you got somebody on the other end talking about your parenting, calling you, you know, talk about inadequately labeling somebody a deadbeat.
I think that's very, very, very touchy, man, because you can't you can't put those type of titles on people, man.
Okay.
If they're not like showing that or portraying to be a deadbeat dad or a deadbeat mom, I think you should never say that about a person. You should never put that out there, and you should never try to go with that image because, like I telling y'all earlier, motherfuckers be ready to say fuck it sometimes.
Yeah.
So if a person is actually saying, yo, I'm not gonna say fuck it, even though how hard I try to be a dad or a mom, my opposing fucking boy, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? My opposing parent, the mom or the dad, is like so against it. Like they're just no. But they're allowing me to do the things I'm doing because it's beneficial. But at the end of the day, it's still, oh, you don't do shit for your kid. You a deadbeat ass dad. Or you don't never come over and pick up your son. You a deadbeat ass mom. You ain't came and see him all week.
Or, I'm glad you said that. Or when you don't do what they want you to do.
Of course.
Now you're a deadbeat. When you do everything right,
you're
but when I want you,
that's what you are.
When you get the kids every other weekend, but now I want you to get an extra 3 weekends in a row while I go on this cruise, and because you may not agree to that, you're a deadbeat. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, that's completely wrong. That's manipulation. You know what I'm saying? That's using the kid as a pawn. That's out of pocket.
You are out of pocket for using kids as pawns.
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
Kids are not bargaining tools. They are not tools for you to use and say, oh, you can't see your child because you ain't got No. That's wrong. That is out of pocket. Get your life together because there are much better things to do if you would just stick to the plan. Because that's how the plan goes. And we all gonna be all right. Like my boy K-Dot said.
If you're saying that men are only valuable to what they bring and produce, and there's not no valuable lessons that a man can teach your son or daughter other than the money he provides, then that means you got a bad view on parenting, young lady, young man. If you only want to contribute money and you don't want to be involved in your children's life, you have a bad view on parenting. And you may not be labeled as a deadbeat, but I mean, that's what you say? Deadbeat adjacent?
No, deadbeat tendencies.
Deadbeat tendencies, yeah. Close enough.
Deadbeat tendencies.
Oh, God. You can pay money every month and still be a deadbeat.
Yes, you can. You gonna spend that bread and niggas be convinced with that. Young men, young women, they buy their kids everything. Be fly to the world, but you don't ever see them.
Yep.
Ever. That is just as bad. You need to be in tune with your kids, man. Stay in tune with your kids' life. Like Ace said earlier, if your kid is doing something, and even if you don't like it, enjoy it just for your kid.
If
man.
you like it, I love it, baby girl.
Swear to God,
baby boy, I love that.
Yep.
I love karate for you. I love that ballerina, baby. I love that.
Hurt kids become hurt adults, man. Honestly. Right, you gotta teach your kids something, man, and stay focused on them, man, because the kids are the future. That is the truth. That's why we were talking about that drill shit earlier. Hurt kids become hurt adults.
Oh God,
I swear to God.
All right, now we're moving on to our next topic. We're going to our fashion segment of the day.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you. It's been going around, where people are bootlegging popular streetwear brands or popular brands. So for an example, it's been floating around viral recently that they're bootlegging denim here. And it's that one as two people who make clothing, who are, drip aficionados, experts when we come to the drip. How do you feel about people recreating or creating off of or stealing? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. You already know how I feel about it, but stealing from other brands, basically making the exact same or trying to mimic the exact same and profit off of another brand's ideas, designs, artwork.
Intellectual property for sure.
Intellectual property
for sure.
How do you feel about that?
Man, I think it is out of pocket.
Extremely out of pocket.
Fucking bootleg material.
Okay.
And doing the folks that actually put in their hard work to produce their brand.
Okay.
Man, it's deep, man. I go back into saying it's deep again because I'm telling you, like, that's so wrong, man.
It's
like
deeper than rap.
It's way deep. It's deeper than rap, man. It's deeper than the cloth, bro. It's deeper than the silk, nigga. It's deeper than the cotton, bro. It's deep, bro. Like, you don't take nobody actual brand that they work hard for. They had to do everything and get to the top with this brand. Mm-hmm. And then you just start making some old bullshit ass t-shirts and putting their brand logo on it and basically selling and making money. You ain't giving them no money off of that. You out of pocket, bro.
You completely out of pocket.
You out of pocket, bro. Like, that's dead ass wrong. Like, you shouldn't be doing, even though what they do say, let me give you a lesson on fashion. They do say, if somebody start bootlegging your shit, you made it. This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth. Okay. But my thing is, being an artiste that I am, I understand the other side of it. I don't want you motherfuckers bootlegging my shit. Holla at me. Let's make a collab. We can both make some money. Don't steal my shit. You don't make money off of it. And I ain't getting no dollars.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Like, come on. Like, holla at me, nigga. I ain't hard to reach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even Denim Tears, Emery, like, bruh, just get up with them. You know what I'm saying? If you got enough money to produce this much bootleg ass clothes, Denim Tears, like, just drop it, bro, with the man. Get up with the man, bro.
I'm going to say this. Coming from two fashion brand owners yourself, ourselves, you know?
Yes, sir.
Knowing everything that I put into creating my brand, knowing everything I put into creating a design and understanding the feel of a shirt, understanding the material, understanding the process, the behind the scenes, the process, you know, the long nights, you know, the early mornings, the hardships that come behind it.
Yeah.
For you to bootleg some shit.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's worse than a slap in the face to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Spitting in my face.
Exactly. It's almost like you respect my shit, but you such a broke nigga that you're going to literally try to steal off my shit. And you can't do it like me.
You know
what I'm saying? What they both say, bet you can't do it like me.
Bet you can't do
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the hustle though. I will say that. I will say I respect the hustle though. That's something I will say. I respect the entrepreneur mind. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
I get you started off on probably a pure intention passion, but then it turned into straight hell. Like my mom used to always say, the road to hell is paid off from good intentions. Hitler started with good intentions. Yes, like, look where it leads him. So I don't care how you started that shit, my nigga. Like, you end up copying my shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now we got a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do think, like, one is out of pocket for
definitely
you to manufacture it. You know what I'm saying? But it brings me back to a little bit of our conversation last week with the USPA. Even though USPA ain't bootlegging, I think it's also out of pocket. Wear that shit. You know what I mean? If you dead caught in some fake Denim Tears, you're all the way out of pocket, my nigga.
Fucking out of pocket.
You need to be shunned.
Denim, bro. If you in the denim cries, yo, you're done.
You're done, though.
You're done. Like, come on, bro. Don't do
I
that,
think you're
man.
more out of pocket for purchasing that shit than a nigga making it. If you can't decipher, and it takes, my guys, it takes quick Google searches. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is look shit up, and you know what I'm saying?
You know what looks
authenticated the shit. You got so many authenticator apps, man. You gotta know what right looks like. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like as a real fashion teaster, as they would say, fashion teaster, you should already know what's fake and what's real nowadays, bro. Like, it's too out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should already know what's real Denim Tears and what's not real Denim Tears. Mm-hmm. You already know shit sounds too crazy. Even if a nigga try to scam you and charge you Denim Tear prices, you should already know when you see that shit is not right.
Now, let me say this. There are some good fakes and knockoffs that can fool even the most savviest person. Mm-hmm. But there are ways to get your stuff authenticated or buy from reputable places. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga's on the street outside the club telling me he got them dim tears, my God,
Slightly.
my God, where do you think he got these shits from? His motherfucking heat press at the crib. My God,
screen printer.
You're out of pocket for even believing that he got that many dim tears and he can stand outside the club. He can't afford to get in.
Come on,
you're out of pocket.
You're out of pocket,
and you deserve whatever comes with it for wearing that dumbass shit. My God, you're out of
getting
pocket.
beat because he done told you they're 120.
And then the price. You can Google and say, "Goddamn, why your shit so low?" And in the store, they
nigga half price.
Stop
it. He done gave you the whole half price.
He giving you such a deal, he don't even know you. Yeah. You're out of pocket for believing these niggas.
Crazy, bro. These motherfuckers crazy. Like, you cannot do that shit, man. It's out of pocket.
Completely out of pocket. Our next fashion topic, we're gonna talk about is a conglomerate. Nike. Is Nike out of pocket for all these copyright infringement lawsuits? Or is it big business? What is the difference? And it's almost similar to the last topic, but this is a little different.
Yeah.
What's the difference between inspiration and stealing? And the reason I ask that question is you see so many different brands that may use the Jordan 1 silhouette and they may change their swoosh. It's not a Nike swoosh. It may be a star for Bape. Mm-hmm. Or it may be a heart. Or it may be another different logo symbol. Or the Dunks. Or the Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
If they take this silhouette, or even if you did something from Bathing Ape or from Supreme, and you take kind of what they already laid a framework and you put your own twist to it, are you interpreting it as your own, or is that a form of stealing? Yeah. And is these big corporations like Nike or the bigger, clothing fashion brands, let's say LV, are they wrong for suing? Are they wrong for saying, hey, you're diluting my brand by, or should they allow that open space for these young creators or creators in general to do whatever with their brand to make their own?
I feel like the designing of it, you can't be stealing. Okay. Like, downright stealing is out of pocket.
Okay.
Now, me as a designer, designing is always inspiration.
Okay.
It's always. Every artist is always going to need something for inspiration.
I agree.
Know what I'm saying? Before they do whatever they do, however they create, if they paint, if they make music, if they, whatever they do by being an artist. So, sometimes inspiration comes from others.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I get when people actually just like something so they feel like it's classic and they go with it. You know what I'm saying? But downright taking everything that person did with that design and just changing the name.
Okay.
That's just downright stealing.
I agree.
That is swiper no swiping.
Swiper no swiping.
Like, that is downright just ridiculous. Like, yeah. I'm not with it. I'm not supporting that bullshit.
That's out of pocket.
That's out of pocket, man. Yeah. Quit doing that shit, man. Quit copying these niggas, trying to be like Hellstar and trying to be like all these niggas and just taking your name and putting your name. No.
Or copying the same font.
We're not doing that.
And putting let me not go there. I'm not gonna call out the brands, but I'm gonna put it like this. You're just basically trying to be off-brand of what these other. There's no originality.
You can't be Red Ape, bro. You gotta quit trying to be Red Ape, bro. Like, all that Red Ape shit is not it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kill that shit, bro. Kill that shit, because it's not art anymore. Once you start doing what the next man is doing and just changing the name for it, it's like now you stealing, bro. You straight up, like, ain't nothing wrong with inspiration. That's what I'm saying. Like,
some would say. But what's the saying? Say imitation is the highest form of flattery. So,
and that's real.
Should these bigger brands be flattered, or should they say, "Fuck that, let's get this money and don't ever try to, don't you ever?"
Let's talk about it, because obviously they are flattered, because a lot of the time they come back and they want to do collabs.
You caught my attention.
Yeah, you caught my attention, because you're like, well, damn, bro, actually nice.
And he was doing numbers.
Yeah, and he did numbers. Like, he did numbers phenomenally. So I might want to grab him. You see what I'm saying? So that's when I said, like, they out of pocket to a sense when they start stealing and start grabbing these same designers and same creators and then trying to benefit or make money off of these people. Because let's talk about inspiration. 75% of these bigger brands, the Nikes, the Louis Vuittons, the Gucci's, are taking a lot of their talent, a lot of their designs from the younger people.
I agree.
The younger artists, the younger creators. That's why they go pick them up and they sign them. Dapper Dan, they pick them up and they go grab them. Yeah. It's like they begin to understand that we actually need them. Yeah, we want to sue them, which they sued all them, but we need them. So it's like, damn, you making it. It's like you getting the back end plus more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's also in this social climate that we in now, it's always socially acceptable. Because you'll get canceled. H&M come with like a hoodie and it got a black kid saying monkey. Like now corporations are more in tune with what the consumer is saying. So when they say, hey, you're not as inclusive as a brand Louis Vuitton, what kind of stuff are you making for black people? Now you're seeing the acceptance of Dapper Dan. Now you see we want to collab with you. Now we want to actually have you do this and come to art and work with us.
You see what I'm saying?
Because we see the value in the black dollar.
Yeah,
you know, even though we were buying it before, but now they really see the value in the black dollar. So it's like we can't ignore you anymore. You know, it's business. I don't think that they made that decision based on their moral compass, or they're like, you know what, we need to include these people. I think it made smarter business not to sue them because they probably ain't got no real money. Yeah, and it makes more business to grab you, snatch you up, work with you, have you work under this sweatshop, and then we pay you a little something, and we make buku money because we know black people gonna buy.
You already know that. Yeah, they did it to Jordan for years.
Oh God,
they did it to Mike forever. Yeah, they did it to Mike forever.
That's a great example.
Yeah, they did it for Mike forever, and they got him, and he got out of there quick. Like, oh no, let me go ahead and get mine. You know what I'm saying? And now he just sell Jordan brand. You know, but that's how it goes, man. But yeah, they are out of pocket. Yes, Nike and all you big corporations, because that's what you guys do. You steal these people money because you know they done made the money. You knew they was making that damn money when they was making that goddamn money. And you want to come take them for their little bit of cheese they done made. Then come back and be like, hey man, can you work for me?
Why you want to?
Because y'all ain't got no damn designs and shit like that. That we know what's going on.
Because they lose the inspiration.
Yeah, y'all done got too big headed. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all ain't out here in these streets, so y'all don't know what these kids like.
Everyone they hire at these corporations go to certain type of schooling, go to certain places, certain, you know, in certain circles. So nepotism, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yes, for sure, for sure.
Okay, let's get to our next topic. Make sure y'all liking the video.
Yes.
No ghost watchers, no ninja watchers. Make sure y'all like the video. Share the video.
Subscribe, my boy.
Tell us how much we all fucking with the content. All right. Next video. Excuse me. Apologize. Next topic. Music accreditation. So Nelly's being sued by some of his former members of the St. Lunatics. It was reported that he was being sued, but now I'm seeing that 3 of the members removed their name off the lawsuit. 1 is still on there, but they're suing Nelly based on their contributions to his first debut album, Country Grammar. Should Nelly be responsible to pay these group members, the St. Lunatics, 20 years later and compensate them for their contributions to his album? Or business is business, and as my day one, you should understand, and I'm gonna do you a solid and hold it down, and you know, whatever that conversation is. Which one is out of pocket? Are the group members, even though they recanted the lawsuit, which makes me think that somebody broke them off and made them.
Yeah, somebody probably gave them some cheese.
You know what I'm saying? Cheese. And one of them still ain't enough for him. But how do you feel about how artists are now collaborating as a whole, and the artist credits and how they divvying out and handling your business when you're in the studio setting?
Man, this is how I look at it, man. I feel like if you are doing music, man, and you're doing music with a group of people, like you got your homies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They might have got a verse from you, you know what I'm saying? They might have got a hook from you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's always give them credit, man. You got to. You out of pocket for not putting on for yours. You know what I'm saying? Agree. Like, or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to think about how many women you know, that came into the game and they were never accredited. We don't even know who they are, but they made some of the best hooks that we heard in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Chi Wale, ooh, Chi Bang. Who is that? You know what I'm saying? But she never got her credit. You know what I'm saying? Probably find out about her later. Y'all Google her for me and find out who the hell she is.
Now you owe us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like so many people don't get a credit, and I feel like if somebody does lend you that, you deserve to get them credit. Some type of credit, especially monetary, because it's like, bro, you made all that money off Country Grammar. Country Grammar went platinum like 10 times. I think Country Grammar went diamond.
Diamond.
You feel what I'm saying?
Diamond.
So
if we look at it like as a group member, let's say my accreditations, if I get maybe, let's keep it real. I don't know what they contributed to the album, but let's just say you give me 2 points on a song and that shit went diamond. That's at least 3 points. Something there. Yeah. You hear me? Like, and if I ain't got it, I mean, you damn right I'm gonna sue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though if you the homie, I'm gonna be like, bro, like, I gave you, and my contribution to this particular project helped this shit elevate it to one of the greatest.
Because if it wasn't for everybody, it wouldn't have been what it was.
Exactly.
Country Grammar was a classic. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody on there. You know what I'm saying? Like Murphy Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was fucking with Country Grammar. So yes, you got to give that representation for that person, because damn, even like you said, even like 2 points, like something.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money made, bro.
I look at it as an artist myself, right? Like, I want everybody to get what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? I do good business. So, like, you treat people how you want to be treated.
That's true.
And starting from that starting point, right? Let's say whatever song we collaborate on, it go up. And let's say the reason it goes up is because you, the featured artist, is going crazy on my shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I accurately accredited you is still gonna lift me up. You know what I'm saying? What they say, a rising boat lift all tides. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. So I'm still gonna get some type of notoriety just by doing you a solid and doing what's fair, what's right. Even in what English class, they tell you to credit your work. In math class, you don't get credit for your shit unless you show your work. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta show your work.
Like, that's how the world works. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing anything less than, then to me, it's almost like stealing. You know what I'm saying? Because if it do hit and it do go,
it is stealing.
You're gonna be so busy in the world to try to find me. Say, let me pay you off this ducats. And hold up, how do I think I owe you?
Exactly.
But then you try to just give me them $2. But I give you $200. Like, and we gotta do good business, because you know what I mean. That could be the part that everybody really loves. That could be the part that make the song. And I'm being too arrogant. I could be in my own way.
Bruh.
So yeah, you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying?
Pay like you weigh.
Yeah, if somebody
pay like you weigh, for sure,
is featured on your shit, if you're a featured artist, or if you're in content with somebody, or you want to collab with somebody or work with somebody, you need to do good business. That's just point blank, period. Like, and the people that you sign to, your label, you need to make sure they understand, your handlers, your managers, all that they making sure.
Everybody need to be in line with that shit, because they need to understand what's going on.
But also, as the artist now, you need to understand the business yourself.
Oh yeah,
if you had an opportunity, now if we come and find out that these niggas had an opportunity to sign something to get something, and these niggas turned it down and did some crazy shit, and then they didn't know the business, or you signed some shit that says we only gonna give you, and you sign away your rights or whatever, then that's on you, because you're a grown man. And you gotta be accountable for what you put in your John Hancock. You gotta be
accountable. But y'all be signing all type of contracts and
580 deals and
all type of contracts.
790 deals and shit. Like,
nigga,
you ain't seeing no income until 2080. You know what I'm saying? But
don't get no royalties off of that. Like, that is crazy, man. That is out of pocket, nigga. Like, you is doing too much to not be making no money off your own shit. Like, that is crazy. For real. That's crazy.
All right, bet. Let's get into our next topic. So we talked about last week about, you know, a lot of these artists, and especially with Drake and, you know, Kendrick Lamar, people picking sides. But now I want to dig a little deeper into it. Like, are the fuse between these hip hop artists marketing tools now? Like, before, beef was never really marketable. You couldn't really market your beef with somebody. That was just something that you put on a mixtape or something you may have put out on even SoundCloud, YouTube, or whatever.
Yeah.
But now with how big artists are, how social media is, how insatiable we are about the culture, about you joining on somebody, or you're releasing some information that we didn't know about somebody, or you talk, that I don't want to say toxic, but that entertainment culture. That's
yeah. That entertainment.
So is beef now a marketing tool? Are we starting to see artists that may potentially fake a beef?
Yeah.
To market their music, to make them more marketable, or get more numbers, and really be behind the scenes, cool in real life.
Yeah.
Are we stepping into that season of music?
Yeah, and I feel like we are. I feel like we done had that happen more than once, So I feel like cornball activity, it's clown shoe shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't get it. Like, even though it sucks that I do enjoy the actual beef when it do be real beef. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, and I feel bad for myself that I am like involved in that, because I just be wanting to see what's going to happen. That I'm like the regular spectator. I'm just trying to see what's going to happen. It's like gladiators. Like, I'm literally watching to see what's going to happen. Like, who's going to tear whose head off verbally. I'm not here for the gore, but I do enjoy the gore when it does happen. Yeah. I wouldn't lie to myself.
Everyone loves to see a car wreck.
Everybody loves to see a car wreck. They just don't want to be in that damn car, So yeah, we all watch it, but we don't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I do say, like, it does get crazy, man. It gets crazy with the beef, and then people fake the beef, and it's like, you only did that to get my attention. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. That's out of pocket, man. Like, you can't.
That's gimmicky.
Yeah, it's too gimmicky. It's cheesy, man. It's corny. Like, oh yeah, I'm a smack bro when I see him. And then later on, you see these two motherfuckers on a yacht boat together, sipping Mai Tais, and you know what I'm saying?
They're at Diddy's house.
At a Diddy party and shit. Like, bro, come on. I thought y'all niggas ain't like each other. You feel what I'm saying? Or y'all females didn't fuck with each other. Like, it be like, I don't know. It's weird, bro.
Okay.
It's weird.
I see it more in female hip hop or female rappers, where it's like they supposedly got a beef with this other female.
They have it all the time.
With females, it very rarely gets violent. So when the threat of that comes,
but when it does,
they always seem to come together when it gets close to that violence. They always seem to talk it out and figure out a meeting of the minds for a time being before they come back. But even Cardi and Nicki got a little throwing shit.
They got They got a bop.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they got the bop in that little noise. Like, hold up.
In front of the white people. Yeah, that's how you
acting like that in front of the white people.
It's real beef. But they was online talking like, oh, there's no problem with Shorty. Yeah, I fuck with her and her music. Like, they be lying. Like, that leads me to our next topic, our last topic. Some would say the rise, some would say the fall. The female MC. Are they breaking stereotypes, pushing boundaries? Let's discuss the current dominance of women in hip hop, their music, from the Meg Thee Stallions to the Nicki Minaj to the newer faces like Ice Spice, and how they're breaking stereotypes in a male-dominated genre, or are they diluting the quality of music with sexually explicit lyrics? Are they out of pocket, or are they on the rise?
They out of pocket for spitting that bullshit. Them Ice Spice is trash. I don't give a damn.
We in 100% agreement right there.
You're not even a fuck. I be going hard.
I am going to be on here and say it. But this
no disclaimer.
I gotta say it. This is real.
Go ahead.
This is a disclaimer. If you love and like Ice Spice, to each his own. If that is your favorite artist and you think she is the best female rapper in hip hop at the present moment, to each its own. This is what you
out of pocket. If you take that, you out of pocket.
That's out of pocket. That bullshit she be spitting. But like I said, the women are taking over, like literally over. And I said this before last week, and I keep it honest, and I still stand on business. The women are killing right now. Now,
yes,
do I feel like they are diluting it? No. Because you got some that's like Glow. I fuck with Glow. I love Glorilla. Glorilla be talking that shit, and then she got the voice to go with it. Like, she be popping her.
I love Glorilla.
And soon, like you said, the rise in the fall, like, people really tried to count her out once Sexy dropped. And we know you love Sexy. Hey, we know
it. Sexy.
Yeah, we know you love it. So, no shots at Sexy, but Glow proved the point of, like, I'm a female rapper, and they gonna say I fell off because I had a little summer hit, but no, I'm still here. I'm here to stay because I make good music.
I make bops,
bops, bro. Like, she put that shit on the floor. You feel me? Like, she came with like 3 hits in like 2 months.
That's a fact.
Facts. Like, these are facts. Like, you know,
and every verse she's featured on big records, and we keep it real. She slid on all of those records.
Slid on them harder than
she killed every artist that she featured on. So yeah, Glorilla is definitely at the top.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Glow be talking her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of them that do, but I just feel like Glow is taking over bigger than any other male artist, because there's not really, like, once the little Kendrick and Drake little shit and you look past that, there's not really no male artist that's really taking over the game like that. Like, you got your Future Hendrix, you got him, but he pop out every now and then. We don't got nobody like dominating, like having their era right now.
Yeah.
Not to me. I don't feel like nobody's really having their era. But the females, there's going to be a whole little ratchet female era in hip hop, bro. Like, 10 years from now, they're gonna talk about this shit, and Glow shit still gonna be popping because she is raising the youth right now. The female young girl, they are looking up to her like they would, like our young girls in our generation looking up to the E's and looking up to the Charlie Baltimore. Like I said before, like, she's it right now. Glow is it. You know what I'm saying? And she popping her shit. She can rap for real. You know what I'm saying? So
I think the thing about, I'll give credit to artists like Lotto and Glow. They have a pocket, they have a flow, they have a way of making music that is different than some of the other female artists. So it's more palatable to us. But I will say this: the content. If we're gonna call out you know, some of the drill rapping and some of the, you know what I'm saying, the drug rapping, we gotta talk about the responsibility of the sexual promiscuity in the music too. You know what I'm saying? Don't get twisted. Like,
let's talk about it. Let's get in.
You know what I'm saying? We like a little freaky freak. Yeah, man, we like a little that. You know what I mean? And we like that in the music. Don't get it twisted. We even, you know, you may have some of that in our music type shit. Yeah. But at the same time, it's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what some of these younger female artists are missing.
Yes.
I think
I agree.
No matter how much they are giving us good songs and good music, it's like, it's the 80th time I heard your shit was wet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What about your life? What about that kid you didn't say? Yeah. Talk to the women about other, like E.
Yeah.
You know, E had a multitude of
abortion and shit. Yes. Yeah.
Real topics.
Yeah.
So now I know you're a real artist. Yes. Right now, when I see that and you're constantly talking about the same, it's like you're hitting on that same gimmick, you know, the same way that people get on Meek Mill about talking about his Audemars and Rolls Royce. It's the same thing. It's like, we know you got it. You got another chain. What else, my God? What else you can do? Right? So that's
one punch, like
exactly one trick pony. You know what I'm saying? I understand that they got it right now.
Yeah.
But will they have the longevity in 10 years? It's the next question.
That's the thing. And see, that's why I said it's the era that they're going to have, but you are right about that. And it does get you to thinking, like, do they have substance? Because that's what that is. Like, is it really substance with Glow? And when you sit and think about it, like, I heard a couple of her little albums straight through. I don't get substance.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'll be honest. I don't feel now Lotto, she'll go there every now and then, but she don't really got substance either. Mm-hmm. They all do talk about kind of the same shit. They all city girls. You feel? Now, Meg got substance.
Meg does have substance.
Meg got a little substance. She does say 80, 90, 100 times how where her pussy is.
Listen, I'm going to say, for the record, and I'm about to be out of pocket right now. I do not like Megan Thee Stallion for other reasons other than her music. Alright? But musically, let's just talk about the music for right now.
What with Megan Thee Stallion?
That song she got, Takin, whatever that shit is, hit. Fuck, like you can't deny hit, bro. Like it's like that shit is so hard. It's like, I don't know what the fuck she's saying, and I cannot stand me some Megan Thee Stallion. But every time that shit come on, I be like I hit that shit, bro. I'm like, damn, she got one. You know, she's definitely one of those artists that she has so much potential, and I think, despite how I feel about her personally, she has such a story. I feel like that you're robbing your fans by not getting into, by trying to take a masculine approach to hip hop that some of these women is doing, which I get it. Talk your shit, pop your shit. But like,
you still gotta be feminine.
You still gotta be you.
You gotta be.
And I know, even though you're putting on this shell, we all know that you're a soft teddy bear. You know? So it's like, my favorite part about music, the reason I like Drake so much, is her vulnerability. I've never seen a man.
That's why I like Rod Wave so much.
Rod Wave.
Vulnerability.
Niggas get on the music and they talk to you about, the girl played me.
She played me, bro.
She did me dirty. Like, I'm not always like, I don't always got it. That he kept it real. It's something you can relate to. It's something and that's going to impact the masses, the generations that make people come to this song. And when they go through a breakup 10 years from now, they're going to play that Glorilla song. But they're going to be 40 years old. Are they going to be shaking? Take that back. They might be shaking ass at 40. Might be grandma still
shaking ass right now at 40.
Still twerking. They might still be doing that.
In there shaking
so
ass.
when you're 60, are they still going to be popping that go? Are they still going to be talking about that Lotto? Are they going to still talking about that Brokey?
Is that going to be their oldies? You know how people say play the oldies? Like, you know what I'm saying? We look at the 90s music like oldies right now. You know what I'm saying? In our era. So I wonder, will they still be thinking of that? Like the oldies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's going to be their oldies. First
of all, it's not going to be allowed to be on FCC Airways. You feel me? FCC Airways. You're not going to be able to play that motherfucking Booty Hole Bound when you're 60 on the oldies but goodies station.
That shit is not making it there at all. They're going to still be playing Taylor Swift. Swear to God. I swear to God. They're not going to be playing that bullshit.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about, because it's prevalent in the female MC arena. Okay. How do you feel about the females female MCs having ghostwriters?
Ooh,
and
that's a toughie one.
Using ghostwriters, even if it's a hit, even if you're making a hit, but using ghostwriting and not even accrediting the ghostwriter properly to make it seem like you wrote it, or even putting it out there and keeping it real and letting everybody know I had help. And you know, how do you feel about being possibly just a look and being fed lines, and then you're not really a rapper, i.e. Young Miami? You know, how do you feel about that? Is that diluting the industry of the rap game?
That's diluting the industry for sure. You're out of pocket, man. I'm sorry. I've never been with, because just like Drake, I love Drake. I fuck with Drake, but I dislike Drake for having a ghostwriter. So I never. That's just like Cardi B. You know, like shout out to Partisan Fontaine, like bro from where I'm from, 845 Newburgh, New York. So I respect the whole situation of them getting their money. You know, the Quentin Millers. You know, But at the same time, it's like when you get into this game of rapping or being an MC, it's like writing comes with the territory.
You want to be known for your lyrical prowess.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
And finding out that you don't write your lyrics it's almost like pulling the curtain behind the Wizard of Oz.
That's or like watching wrestling and finding out all that shit was fake.
Yes,
that's what it feels like when you find out your favorite rapper has a ghostwriter.
Or you peek your eye open after you took that tooth out your mouth and your mom slipped that dollar under there, and you realize that's a tall ass fairy.
That's a big fairy right there.
That fairy cheap. Those are quarters.
No, they can give you that bag with the quarters in it. Like how did that fairy get a bag? Or your ass wake up and you see your mama creeping out of the living room under the tree,
rapping with tape and paper.
What you doing? Go back to bed. Mom, what's Santa Claus?
Santa Claus gonna put salt in your eye if you don't go to bed. They tell you that bullshit.
That's how I feel. That's why your favorite rapper has a ghostwriter, man. It sucks, man. It hurts, man. And I feel like they are out of pocket. And women do it a lot in the culture. Like, that is a big thing in the women culture. Some of your hardest rappers, we done said, have ghostwriters. Now, I get getting a couple of bars and a couple of little schemes from somebody, but to just downright have a person write your whole song, it's crazy.
That's one of the reasons why I respect Nicki Minaj.
She be right
over all of the other rappers.
MC.
I am not a barb. Disclaimer.
I'm about to say, are you a barb?
Disclaimer. I'm not a barb.
Is he a barb?
And I'm gonna keep it real. If I had a choice between that, I'm gonna keep it strictly music. I might be Barty Gang, but I know that's not her creating all of these slaps. I know that's not her, completely her. I know there's elements of her. I know that she may contribute. Let's say she contribute 14 bars of the 16 bars, but there's some bars that in there that I hear are so good. I know she didn't make it. Because I've seen the elevation of where she came from, and there was no metaphors. There was no, but when you hear her on these feature runs and you hear her get on certain songs, you like, that was so fire.
Yeah, that's too fire.
Ain't no way that you came up with that by yourself. Like, what? That ain't no way. You know, but that's why Nicki Minaj, to me, woman-wise, it will always be the GOAT, because she definitely doesn't use those, even when it has come to her detriment in her career. Not collaborating with people.
Yeah.
Everything
she needed it sometimes, and she was like, nah, I ain't letting nobody.
Exactly. It's been an all-original thought, and I respect that. I respect that, whether good or bad, artistic expression and freedom. And I like a artist who's willing to take it there and go there, whether the fans fuck with it or not, but they wrote it themselves. I got pride in that.
I love artistic freedom, bro. That's like very important in music and clothing and anything, because it's like you gotta express yourself freely, man. You can't let nobody like stop you from doing what you think or what you want to do. Like having ghostwriters, because it's like, bro, I want to rap and say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we said earlier with the Nelly situation. Like, it's nothing wrong with somebody contributing a bar, you know, but completely writing the whole song, like, it's like, come on, bro, like you gotta not go that way.
Well, how do you feel now that you brought up Drake? How do you feel about Drake has used a ghostwriter, but we have heard reference tracks and Drake has leaked them, and other artists has leaked them, where Drake has pretty much given these artists a complete song. He's done all the work. So it shows that this man does write his own music. So it's like, it shows that he was, maybe if you're an artist like Beyonce and you get so much obligations where you can't always get into inspired and get in that mood, because you're constantly on the road. You're constantly working, you know. So they get stuff written for them all the time. They got writer camps for people sitting in
that's what Diddy was doing. Diddy had the writing camp, the hit makers. You already know it.
I ain't going to that camp.
Right. That's a different type of hit.
That's a different type of hit, you know. I like that, Daddy. You doing good over there, Daddy. That's a different type of hit. I'm not over there in that camp. I can't take that.
That's a whole lot. But yeah, it does they do have writer camps. So I do understand that, and I give all of them the gratitude. Beyonce to the Drakes. I just always look at it in the sense of a true artist and just understanding what it is to be original with your paperwork, as I would say, because you want to have everything originally you. It's just authentically you. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have the same standards for these white artists, not to be, not to make it like that. But, like, do we have the same standard for Taylor Swift? Even though I think it's fire that Taylor Swift writes, I'm talking about 90 to 100% of her things.
Yeah,
and she plays the instrumentation of.
Yeah,
I think that goes into an artistry, but different artists got different talents and skills.
Yeah,
but that makes her more a dynamic artist. I don't think it takes away from necessarily a Beyonce. Yeah. But at the same time, would I want to know that Beyonce wrote this last album?
Yeah.
Or I think that would be fire.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To hear her own perspective. But do we get passes to artists like that because they got too big? Whereas Taylor Swift showing you can never be too big.
And I look at it like this with Taylor Swift. Like Taylor Swift situation, you got to give her the same situation. You got to give her the same riff as you give Beyonce. If you are a fan, if you are a Swiftie, and you feel like she don't write her own stuff, you got to get at her for that. Like that's how I feel about Drake. I get at him for that because I look at it like, bro, you need to do your own work. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking at the next man's paper and do your own work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I be feeling. You know what I'm saying? So it be like that. And when it goes into like you said, like we have our other white artists or sus per se, and I'm a really big fan of Ed Sheeran. Okay, and Ed Sheeran had wrote for other artists such as Justin Bieber and there was another person he wrote for. I can't think right now, but he wrote for a few people. So I look at it and I say, still originality, man. I just love artists for just being original and actually putting out that music based off what they understand and what they know. Like you said, Beyonce would have dropped her perspective and what she went through compared to getting a song from A Dream or something like that. And he, just giving her perspective on it because that's where her artistry comes from within, So
to me, it sounds like you trying to put the ghostwriters out of business. You trying to say, fuck them niggas pockets. They don't need no money. They just ain't bothering nobody. Them niggas trying to feed their family.
And then Uno just said,
you say fuck that whole industry.
Fuck the ghostwriters, man. That's what I'm saying.
Write your own shit. You out of pocket. You out of pocket. Write your shit.
You need to write your own shit, bro. Write your shit, nigga. Don't write the next man shit.
Now,
keep your eyes on your own paper.
I'm gonna say this. Coming from a guy who has no problem giving a line, giving a bar to who has written. Let me get my words right.
Get your words right, bro.
Who's written songs for people? Who's written lyrics for written bars? Who's written niggas first coming to music? You know what I'm saying? They first day out freestyles.
First day out.
First day hopping off the porch type shit. I have a different perspective on like necessarily ghostwriting. Like, because I'm a writer, I could take your life and you tell me bits and parts of it, and I can interpret it and come up with something. And I want you to make it your own. I want you to take 2 or 3 lines out and make it sauce it and goddamn. But I'm giving you a framework. I'm just telling you a little guidebook. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
Now, do I want somebody to take my shit word for word, line for line? To me, I would feel 2 ways. Really flattered, because I'm like, damn, that means I was spit. Everything I was saying just goddamn.
Everything.
But then that also makes me say, damn, why I didn't keep it for myself? I didn't see the potential in or I'm giving out too much. So, like, I'm charging too less, or I'm not charging enough because let's keep it real. You give somebody a whole song and they make it big, and your paperwork, your business not right, like we talked about before. That nigga's not coming back and say, "Oh, let me break you off because this is all you."
Yeah, right.
He's gonna rock out like it was me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how the game goes. Yeah. So I do see like there's a need for writers and ghostwriters in there, but I do believe like they need their credits.
Yeah.
You need to be honest with the people.
Yeah.
You need to tell the fans like, I collab with a bunch of people, and now we respect you. Now we respect what you got going on.
I'm going to over here
telling me you Kendrick Lamar, you J. Cole, and you got 20 niggas in a row, and each of them got a hot line, and you just picking from the best. You feel me? Like, anybody can do that, my nigga. Like you're a good rapper,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't respect that. That's out of pocket.
Nah, that's out of pocket right there. Let me ask you a question before we leave off that though.
All right.
Most, if not all, ghostwriters are artists themselves.
Okay. Yeah. True.
And you just said you have been a ghostwriter yourself, which me have too.
Yeah.
But as an artist yourself and as a ghostwriter, would you let somebody ghostwrite for you?
That'd be the most disrespectful thing. First of all, for you to think that I need your motherfucking help, I almost lost my character real quick. First of all, let me gather myself. I have so much confidence in myself and my skills, and I have so much respect for the game. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
To where I would never want somebody to feel like they got a piece of my success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with inspiring me or telling me say a line like
say a line like this.
I take criticism and I take help when it comes to music. I ain't saying that, but I would not let somebody give me something that they wrote because me, I can't mimic somebody else's shit. I can't read your lines like you wrote it and make it my own. I can't do it. I can do it for other people. I can tell you how to say it. I can, because I have a background in music and band and drums. But I can't because I don't feel it the same. Yeah. I'm not going to deliver it the same. But when I do it in my head and write it down myself, it's a whole different vibe.
Swear to God.
And I want to be known for my lyrical prowess. So I don't ever want you coming out the room right like, yo, that shit was hard. But yeah, I'll put the end in that one part.
All you ghostwriters, if you will let somebody ghostwrite for you, because I had to ask that question, because the ghostwriters are not going out of business because you always ask them that question. Would you let a ghostwrite write for you? Leave it in the comments and let us know if you would let a ghostwrite for you.
If you let somebody write something for you, leave it in the comments if you need something also. Yeah, the shop is open. You hear me? Business is business. You know what I'm saying? If you need a hit, if you need a smash, if you need an album cut, if you want a feature, you know what I'm saying? Business is open.
Business.
You can find us on iTunes on all platforms.
Yes,
Don't forget the $, AWE. You hear me? But with that being said, this brings us to the end of the podcast.
Yes,
we want to thank y'all for rocking with us on episode 2. Thank you for coming to our Out of Pocket Money Mondays where we take shots and not sip tea.
We do not sip.
I'm your host, Awesome. That's AWE $. You can't forget the $. And next to me, I got my co-host.
Your boy Uno, man. Unhumble is the world. You feel what I'm saying? So we are here on Out of Pocket Money Monday. You know how I always say it and say it again. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You got to, man. It's mandatory.
Run the numbers up.
Run it up.
Also, we got a little side note, a little admin. We've been having a lot of messages, a lot of DMs, a lot of comments about how can you get your brand, how can you sponsor, how you can contribute. We want to thank you for the love and the support. Just keep reaching out. We will have sponsorships. We will be shouting out your brand, your product, whatever you got going on. If you feel like you want to promote it and you want to use our platform, we're willing to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Reasonable prices. Know what I'm saying? But business is business. And if you want to even come up to an episode of the Out of Pocket Money Mondays, we're going to be talking a lot about entrepreneurship, hip-hop culture. We're going to be talking a lot about relationships. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. So we will be having, family, friends, guests, artists, all type of people on the platform. So if you feel like that's you, then make sure you also send a DM, a message, a comment, and we'll reach out to you. We're taking select guests at the moment, but we will expand and, certain people, you know, you might have to do a little promotionary fee or whatever the case may be. It's business is business. And some people, you know, will get you on the love. But make sure y'all tap in and y'all continue to subscribe, like, and comment to the podcast. We want to thank you for tuning in.
And it ain't no Ralph though. It ain't Ralph level.
I'ma shoot it, but I cannot think twice.